What's up, you guys? It's your boy Geppetto here, back again in the building. Yes, sir. My partner, Clarence, he's in the house still. I wanted to get a second perspective on this topic I am going to be discussing today. Everybody is like, yo, I want to move to Atlanta. I want to move to Atlanta. You know, and I'm here to let you guys know the pros and the cons. You know, I'm not originally from Atlanta. He's not originally from Atlanta. We've both been here for a significant amount of time. Atlanta is growing by the day. Everybody, especially people of color, want to move here. So I just want to let you know before you just pack up and leave, there's some pros and there's also some cons. I moved to Atlanta when I was a teenager. I wanted to pursue a music and a film career. I've been here for quite a long time, still on the grind. Yeah, Atlanta is definitely a place that dreams can happen, and it's affordable because I think, you know, the major cities, you think of California, you think of New York, you think of Miami, you automatically say, well, okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna move there, but the cost of living is ridiculous. I'm originally from the Caribbean.
I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama, so pretty much I'm a hop, skip, and jump away. I was in the state where, you know, Roll Tide and football was big. It was football over here, it was business in Atlanta. So I always wanted to get away from that, you know, get out of my comfort zone, get here in Atlanta. So, and my wife is from Macon, so we moved here. Thought it would be a good move because of the film industry, and that's the main reason why we moved.
When did you move?
2014, a year after we graduated.
Yeah, well, I've been here way longer than him. Okay, and again, this is two separate perspectives because I'm moving as a single man, totally by myself, moving out here, like no family really here. Yeah. And he is married with a kid, his wife, he has family here and so forth. Okay, so the pros. I have a list here, boom, boom, and we're going to first start with the pros. The cost of living.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. Clarence we're in my apartment right now. Is my apartment fly?
Yeah, the apartment's fly, man.
Yes, and I live by myself. I have a
roomy.
I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and I live in a pretty nice area. It's a pretty good area, good complex, and I'll just keep it 100 with y'all. I had to finesse the leasing office lady because my apartment really goes for like a little under $1,100, but I was able to get it for under $1,000. It's like between $900 and $1,000 for my 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, very spacious. Like, I don't know if y'all can see in the back. Yeah. I have a very spacious living room, spacious bedrooms, you know, bathroom. Every time somebody comes over here, they're like, man, you probably spending a grip. Nah, you just really gotta know where to look. If you choose to go and stay in like the ritzier parts of Georgia, like a Buckhead or downtown, you're gonna spend a lot of money. But the smart way to live in Atlanta is to really live on the outskirts or in the suburbs and then like work and play in the city of Atlanta.
Yeah, and yeah, stick close to your job too, because if you stay on the outskirts, like somewhere like, because I'm in Gwinnett County right now in Beaufort, and
I'm on the south side.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm like really outside the city limits, but I can commute in the city, and it maybe take me like 45 minutes, but I do have a more country type life living to where it's like, you know, I can enjoy more of the peace. It's a little bit of traffic out there, but I'm still by the mall, still by a lot of shopping areas I enjoy, but I don't have a lot of the inner city crime to worry about that's like in downtown area. People complain about their house getting broken into all the time, and they're in a nice place in a nice neighborhood. So I mean, you really have to really think about where you're moving, what's the commute going to be like to work, and you know, a lot of jobs and employers here don't even hire you. You have to make a more than 25-minute or 35-minute commute.
I like the south side. I'm not opposed to living on the north side, but ever since I moved here, the first couple of years I was here, I worked at the airport. So, and I just and then the school I was attending, the university I was attending was on the south side, so I just ended up staying here. The south side is a little cheaper than the north side. Definitely low cost of living overall, and like I said, if it depends on what you want in your place. If you could get, I've seen apartments go as cheap as like $3.99 here, one bedrooms. Like, I'm not saying it's good complexes, but like I've seen apartments go as cheap as like $3.99, just depending on where you live. So the cost of living in Atlanta is amazing. And even when you go into like houses, you could get you like a McMansion for probably like 200,000-300,000.
True.
Like your money goes far,
especially in county.
Yeah.
Around this area, houses.
You gonna say what county I live in?
Well,
it's all good. County is a big county, but damn.
But I got friends here too who say they got houses for a good price here. So if you want to know, because people actually think about seriously moving, they need to know.
But like, you really can get like a bomb house for like 200,000-300,000. I'm talking about like 4 or 5 bedroom type, and like Second thing I wrote on the list of pros of living in Atlanta is Southern hospitality. Well, Clarence is already a Southern boy. He's from Alabama, but me growing up in the Caribbean people are nice. It depends on the island. We're more about respect than normally about like sweetness, if that makes sense. But for the most part, Georgia people is rare, especially if you run into like older people from Georgia. It's rare that you walk in a room and you don't get greeted. Like, that's something I had to get used to living here. Like, people, because I was just kind of raised like, mind your business, keep walking. And I know like in the bigger cities, like especially like up north, almost everybody, I hear from up north telling me people are so rude and whatnot. But Georgia, you really don't get that.
Yeah, and I've been to New York, and that's the thing. When you go to New York, you realize what Southern hospitality is if you've been to the South before. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of nice people down here, and they, it's the South, so it's that Southern hospitality. But people are direct, and if you're not driving right, you will still get honked at and cussed out.
Okay, number 3. This may be a con to some people, but when it's all relative, because I feel like if you've lived in other major cities or you have at least traveled to other major cities, you see, I put commuting highways is a pro. I know that might be controversial because everybody complains about Atlanta traffic, but the reason why I put it on there is because I've been to Texas and I've driven on Texas highways. I've been to California and I've driven on California's highway. I've been to New York. That traffic is crazy as hell. The good thing what I like about Georgia highways is like it's pretty straightforward. It's like a big circle. You know what I mean? In Georgia, like if you make one wrong turn off the highway, literally in like 5 minutes you're back on course. You just gotta come off one exit, probably loop around, and you're back on course. And then Georgia is a big transportation state, so it's a lot of big trucks traveling to and from in Georgia. That could probably be the cause of a lot of traffic. But like I said, is it the best traffic? No, but compared to some of the other major cities I've been in, I would say it's a lot better than them. All right, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is it great for families? So Clarence is a family. I'm a single guy. Clarence is a family man. He has a son and a wifey, and his son is the next big NFL, NBA superstar, man. But yeah, you tell him about your experience as a family man living in Georgia.
Yeah, and that's what you want. Pretty much this is a very family-friendly city because of the vast amount of events that's going on at one time. So, take my wife to, this German-type festival so we can, try different things from their culture. Or go to, these different events that's going on around the city. Restaurant Week. I love Restaurant Week. All the best restaurants.
I've never been to
like Poor Calvin's. These $50 plates you'll get for half off, like $25 or something. And you can enjoy the best mac and cheese and fried chicken in the world. I think when it comes to families, I look at it like, because kids, they're pretty much satisfied anywhere. Like right down the street, like this playland I bring my son to all the time. It's really convenient. But I look at it in a way for wifey as well, because you have to take your wifey out and satisfy her a lot and make sure she's, eating on the high end, and this city has world class restaurants.
And to piggyback off of what he's just saying, another thing on my list was food. So that's another plus of living in the South, in Georgia especially. The food is amazing. I would say if you came from like probably a smaller state, and you come here, you probably go ham. You don't be surprised if you move here and within the first year you put on about 20-25 pounds because it's everything here. It's good soul food. It's good Chinese food. Like every ethnicity, it has a big African population, big Indian population, Hispanic, Latino population. It's really any type of food you want to eat. It's here. Is it the healthiest food? No, but does it taste good? It tastes damn good.
Oh yeah, and you just got to be careful too. I mean, because this type city. I'm from Birmingham. All we did was eat and watch football. I mean, that's really the only things to do in Birmingham.
Let me tell you something about somebody in Birmingham. I had a friend. She had invited me to her Thanksgiving back in Alabama, and I'm a vegetarian, and I was telling her, well, are they gonna have anything there for me to eat? And she called her grandma, and this is just like a side note. And her grandmother was back in Alabama, and her grandmother was like, "Well, baby, he could probably eat some desserts because we put pork in everything." And I was like, "In the mac and cheese?" She said, "In Alabama, y'all put pork and pork fat and lard and like the greens." The cabbage, the macaroni and cheese. I was just like,
I don't want to get too much off topic talking about Alabama, but yes, they do put a lot of different type foods and everything. But it's not my family.
That pork and beef and all that shit.
Like, I mean, that's why it's a lot of. But you're gonna enjoy yourself. I mean, that's why. It's mainly focused on food, football, and personalities. You're gonna meet some people that all you can do is just talk smack all day and watch football and eat good.
So the next thing I have on the list is one of the main reasons I moved here is black entrepreneurship. Why can I speak? Black entrepreneurship.
You said it, right?
There we go. Yeah, I'm tripping. So yeah, Atlanta definitely is a place where there's a lot of successful black people here, and it kind of inspires you to make you feel that you can make it. And I'm not just talking about all the entertainers and stuff. There's like some successful black business owners, whether it be real estate, I don't know too many tech, but insurance, finance. It's some really successful black people here, and it can inspire you that it can happen.
Yeah, and the main thing is that they're gonna help you too. Like they're open type
not
character.
All the time.
Not all of them, but
the
people, like when I do weddings and stuff, I have a lot of vendors that come to me and they give me a card and they refer you if you do good work. Like that's the main thing. They want you to do good work, and they will refer you. And I had that happen a lot. So, I mean, as long as you do good work, and it's kind of a double-edged sword too. I mean, you do get a lot of pride because it's like, wow, I'm on this level, and I'm balling out, and so some people get looked down on if you're not like balling out, because people are on a different level. So you really have to know what level you on and see who you can who can really talk to you and bring you up on their level. So
okay, now the last thing I have for pros of living in Atlanta is things to do. Atlanta has a lot of stuff to do. What's this story? Is it the Three Pigs, or this one was too big, this one was too small, but this one was just right? What story? Or the Three Little Bears?
Oatmeal. With
it's one where it was a house.
Yeah, the bears and the little white girl coming there.
Whichever
oatmeals.
It was one of them.
Cold and
but yeah,
just right.
Atlanta is a just right state, meaning like it's not a New York where it's like constantly things to do. Transportation is 24/7. There's always stuff popping, but it's not, no disrespect, Alabama where it's like slow. It's like right in the middle where it has enough stuff to go on. It has clubs, it has events, it has a lot of events that are free. People just like when the weather is good, people like to get out and meet people. So yeah, it has a lot of stuff to do, but it's not too much, but it's not limited.
Yeah, that makes 100% sense.